Good morning, YouTube. How we doing this morning? I'm getting there. My coffee machine decided it wasn't gonna let me have my coffee. I knocked it over, coffee all over the floor and everywhere, and I'm kind of ornery because I don't have my coffee. Morning, boss man. Hey, if you feel like it, I know you normally don't, but I put you in the I sent the StreamYard link to your messages. If you want to come on up, just don't turn YouTube on. Just tap the message and it'll actually come up. You don't need to see your face or whatever. It's early in the daggone morning. You know what I mean? but uh, but other than that, we just getting along here. Um, I'm a little frustrated, and I know there's difference of opinions and stuff like that. So that's why I changed. I was really just going to talk about YouTube making it harder to get to get monetized, which they are. Um, you can't have someone watch your whole. You can't have someone welcome in. Also, I need to say, for those that are coming in to listen to the remix, thank you for coming. People that are here right now, appreciate you. Thank you for coming. And YouTube is making it harder, yeah, of course, because they just don't want to give out free money. I understand, and you just got to have some kind of content, and that's what at this on this channel. That's what we're working on. We're trying to figure out our niche in this YouTube universe. Um, and I've noticed a few things, and I've accepted a few things, and I'm constantly on a new learning curve trying to figure where do I fit in. Well, I think I got one part of it, and I'm going to be a beacon of light to the negative stuff that I see here, and I understand. And there's no disrespect to the other folks, but there's an old saying: a hurt dog, you know, a hurt dog will holler. Or if it has nothing to do with you, let it fly over your head like a rocket. You know, um, I'm constantly hearing, folks. No, I guess I'm not gonna say folks. I'm gonna say women, because I don't think I've heard it from a guy. I know that sounds stupid. I don't need a man. I can do everything by myself. You know what? You're right. But the fact is, and studies have shown, you need something in somebody. We are not made. We are not made to be alone. Even if you got to get out and walk in public for a few minutes, because that's a lot of these prisons are stopping, solitary confinement because it makes people go crazy. I just need to be alone. No, you're really not alone. And again, this is just my opinion. I'm constantly hearing, I don't need a man. I want a man, but I don't need a man. Listen to what you're saying. And again, this is just my opinion. When you say I want, that is an emotional response. That is a feeling. So guess what usually happens? After a while, you're not gonna want that no more. I want ice cream. I want a gallon of chocolate chip. It's called Moose Tracks with peanut butter and all that. I want that. But after a while, I'm not going to want that anymore. I don't want to be the person in your life. If it's you and me, I don't want to be wanted like that. I don't want. You know what I'm saying? Because after a while, you're not gonna freaking want me no more. And this is what when you got so many people talking about women and their emotions. I don't want. I want you, but I don't need you. You just have to show your superiority. I don't need you, and it's a reoccurring cycle. Because guess what? 9 times out of 10, you didn't grow up in a family. You grow up. Your mother again chose the wrong fucker. I don't know about the old school, but 9 times out of 10 chose the wrong person. That's another story in itself. Men don't choose women; women choose men. And every time you hear it, and don't get me wrong, I was a piece of shit too. And notice how I said was. I believe I'm a good catch right now, and I'm glad that someone is holding on to me, with both hands and holding on to me for dear life. Because I want and need that. But what I'm getting at is, and I Googled it. I said, what, between men and women, who files for divorce? What's the percentage? They said 70% of women file for divorce. And and 9 times out of 10 is probably I don't want you no more. You done got a pop belly, and all you do is this, and you sit on your ass, and you hear the stories. You got to learn how to read between the lines. One lady on, it was a couple of days back. He sat on his ass and stopped working and didn't do nothing. You didn't want him no more, but you wanted him a while back. But when he decided, she ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna do this, and I'm not working. Screw this. He inherently knew he could get away with that crap, and then y'all got a divorce because you wanted. There was no need in that picture. There was no nothing in that picture. There was no and everybody talk about compromise. Okay, yeah, you could compromise when you figure out, look, I didn't, or God didn't put the right person in my life until He totally annihilated all the bullshit that I had and was carrying. I'm taking accountability for that. I was a piece of shit. And I know Charles saying stop talking about it. No, we're gonna keep it 100. I was a piece of shit. And my thinking was fucked up. My whole innermost being was fucked up. Notice the quietness, because that's reality kicking in. You women, y'all don't want to take accountability and don't want to take accountability for shit. And if I lose people and I get people mad, hey, I'm not gonna apologize because it's true. Y'all don't want to take accountability for shit, and that's why nothing will never come. We will never come together because when one takes accountability and the other one doesn't, you got a fucked up. relationship. You got a fucked up situation. Everything is fucked up. But if you and like I said, I'm saying right now, I was so fucked up. God had to literally blow shit up in my life for me to get it. I lost everything, and I still wasn't listening, and understanding. And I was crying to the Lord, Lord, why? I didn't blame God. I said, why? What have I done? What have I done? And he's still saying you didn't get it. I got to lay the boom again because you're hard headed. The Bible tells about the old Israel, stiff necked, hard headed. We are hard headed people. That's why nothing's gonna happen until you start humbling yourself, one before God, and humbling yourself before, and go look in a damn mirror and humble yourself and figure out what the fuck am I doing wrong? What the fuck am I doing wrong? No, I don't want to be no man, no woman, no this, no that, because I'm not having. Because remember we joke about it, but you like soon as you in the house and what he had that cup of coffee and then put a coaster on it. Oh, I'm done with this motherfucker. You're so set in your ways, but you say I want a man. Yeah, you want a man. Yeah, for that sex with that good old 60 seconds. That the 60 seconds you want a man, but then after that, nah, you going home. You go on now. I don't need you no more. I don't want you no more. Do you see what I'm saying? And we as we were built, even in the we're not built for that. But that is the selfishness that is permeating our world, our country. Do you know the Japanese race is slowly dying off? I ain't say that. Google it. Their population is dwindling and dwindling and dwindling. It had nothing to do with us, but I'm just saying. We it looks it. Think about it, if we're ever around 100 years from now, the same thing's gonna happen. You know, same things happen. Just my opinion, and that's all it is. We're just talking about just my opinion. But the thing is, look, if I don't mind being alone, if I don't mind being by myself, I don't need to keep on telling. I don't need. It's none of y'all damn business. I don't need to be telling everybody. No, I'm good. That's all you gonna get. I'm good. I don't need to keep telling you I don't mind being by myself. And I don't need to explain myself to none of y'all. But guess what? When you want to say you don't mind being by yourself, take a job as a truck driver where I am alone 99.99% of the time by myself to ponder and think. I've got the experience now, but you ever nobody told me that part of this situation, driving this damn 18 wheeler, that you was gonna be alone so much that if you were not warned about it, and if you didn't have music, if you didn't have the internet, which in the beginning didn't have none of this mess, you didn't have a smartphone. All you had was cassette tapes and a payphone. You got people, you even got rich men, poor men will go to a strip club, not to see the booty, but just to talk to a woman. Give her money and just let her sit there and listen to you. People do that. Ain't that scary? But I don't need nobody. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I don't need nobody. I don't want no. I just want. Everything is a want. And that's where we fall short of. I want the bag. Everything's the bag, 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 bag. What's going to happen when you get sick one day and you didn't prepare for that because you're by yourself? You don't have no one to give a flip about you. You don't have no one and nobody to take care of you because we all so shallow to think that I don't need nothing from nobody. Well, when I heard that, I heard it yesterday. I heard it again. I called my wife up because she's the smart one of, of this family. I say that because she's she's the rib touch. She's a smart one. I can say that. She's a part of me. I'm part of her. I said, honey, I gotta ask you a question, and don't take because my wife's a very big overthinker. She's very large with the overthinking, and I've learned to adapt. She even thanked me for that. I don't push your way. You understand. I said, yeah, because if I need something calculated, babe, take care of that. Because she's gonna figure out all the intricate every way. But back to what I'm talking about. I said, babe, I said, do you need me and do you want me? She said, yeah, both. I said, no, no. I'm gonna dig a little deeper, and I'm not talking about, and I'm thinking in my head, I know she don't need me. She can afford the what she where she could afford by herself. And I said, and I'm gonna use an example. Right now, we were on the phone. We talk daily. She called me up and says, she's talking about a situation at work, and I always get those. I always get those. And she says, yeah, I know. Yeah, I need you to. I want you to listen to me, and I need you to listen to me. I need to vent. And it dawned on me. She wants me and needs me. We're not talking about sexual and not talking about companionship, but as even as her friend, that is a want and a need to daily release the tension that she goes daily, and she trusts me enough to be that person in her life. And and she said something, she said, because I know you hate hearing it and blah 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 blah. And I said, yeah, I said honestly, yeah, I do. And it's not, and she knows why. It's because I get. She says you get charged up and upset and everything, and I do. But also reassured her. I said, honey, that is one of my jobs as your husband. That is one of my responsibilities to listen to your needs and be that person that you want me to be. Y'all get what I'm saying here? My wife just told me she wants and needs me. Now, if I would have first met her and she would have said, I don't want a man. I need a, I want to need you. And we joke about, you know, I need you to take out the garbage. I need you to mow the lawn. I do that stuff, and I have no problem doing it. I like doing it, but I don't think I would have chose her as my wife if she didn't let me know she wanted and needed me. Do you guys get what I'm saying? And to have that and know. And it's just something just that simple. Do you see what I'm saying? And and another thing was said that people, some people just get desperate and they need to have someone near them. No, I want and need to have someone near me. Not for what you think. I need to know, even in the middle of the night, in the midnight hour, if I reach over and I touch you, that you are my rock, that my rock is where it's supposed to be. Because we need, as male and female, all of our parents, not just mine, all of our parents have not taught us to be emotionally mature. I don't know what they tell you to you women, because that's a, but for us men, we're not even given the chance to be emotionally mature. We're not a chance to even be emotional. You guys get what I'm saying here? You'll never find the right man. You'll never find the right woman and it's just my opinion, just mine and mine only. You'll never find that right one until you start understanding what real wants and needs are. Yeah, most of the people, y'all young bucks, y'all young. But when you start seeing videos of husband and wives that have been separated, 2 3 years because of COVID, and they're both in their 90s, and you see you see the tears in their eyes when they finally, and they wheel them in together, and they they're so happy to see each other. I've been with my wife. We've been married 6 years, 8 years. I'm I'm so excited every time when I know I'm going home. I know when she calls, I have a smile on my face, and it's because of the want and the need that she provides for me. And everybody's always talking about sexual. You gotta get it. You gotta get it. Throw it out there. Whatever. Man, please. I mean, literally, please. Give me a freaking break. This is coming from a guy who was in literally, you know, my first marriage was, you know, the last. Shoot, I lost count. It wasn't sexual at all. Void of emotions, void of touch. That simple, that simple, that simple thing. If someone touches your hand, that simple acknowledgement. See, this is why when I put all this stuff out here. You know, when I say butt love cruising on my thing, that walk along the beach and you see that person smile, and oh shoot, what the heck? I'm sitting there flapping off. I'm just driving, guys. I almost missed my turn. you know. See, we have to, and you ever see someone they say who hurt you when you have that conversation, who hurt you? Well, this one hurt you. Did you even try to you try to forgive, try to let it go? Did you ever try? And then we said, well, we always hear that many shit. Well, you know what? Shit attracts shit. You know, you're like when if you think your shit don't stink, it's smelling up the room, and guess what? It's attracting the flies. This is one of the things we don't do when we try to. We call ourselves trying to change our lives, and we call ourselves trying to, I'm gonna do me, I'm gonna fix up my life, whatever, whatever, blah 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 blah. We do that, but we stay hovering around the same negative people. We hover around the same sorry behind friends and the same people, and then you wonder why you're still single. And this is not an attack. It's just, I'm just bringing this up the subject. You know what I'm saying? We're just bringing up the subject. If you want to change your like-mindedness, you got to move from like when you're with like-minded people that's saying, you know, these ninjas ain't shit. Or they ain't crap. They ain't this. They ain't that. They are all men of dogs. All men of cheaters. All men of this. All men of that. Once you find somebody that's saying, look, there's hope. I still have hope that every man ain't like this. I still have hope that someone has has decided to convert. I still have hope that somewhere somebody, sometimes you have situations where you actually are the one. You actually prepare the guy for the next one, and then you're mad because you said, "Well, he didn't do that for me. He didn't." Something you did cracked something in his head that I got to stop being an idiot. I don't know, and it's always, well, you wasn't the one. Well, maybe when y'all broke up, he went, you know what? Maybe I am an idiot. Maybe I know all that stuff she said. Maybe I need to change. I thank God every day, even right now. Thank you, Lord, because when my wife, I love saying my wife. When she met me, I was decimated. God had made sure I got to wipe you clean, because you ain't gonna be ready to take what I got for when because you know and I say it a million times. God didn't answer my prayers. I think God answered my wife's prayers. She's on her knees every day, and I thank God for it. And I feel like I mean, even when I say this, I feel like a piece of crap. But I'm trying, and each day I want to be better. And I'm not no simp, but I like I like to be wanted and needed, because guess what? It's 10 times how I feel about her, that she is wanted and needed by me. I feel complete. I feel a complete person in me now. Yes, guys, I'm still by myself 99.9% of the time. But my anchor, my rock, is back in Georgia. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't by chance. This is straight up divine intervention. I'm gonna keep it 100. Straight up divine intervention. And see, the funny part is, you know what? I'm I'm not just gonna do that. I'm gonna throw a friend in the picture. I'm gonna give you a male friend that's actually gonna be your friend, your knucklehead. And that's why I appreciate the brother, because guess what? Yo, if y'all had seen me years ago, you'd have said, "Man, you lost you lost your black card a long time ago." And I remember when me and my man would be talking, and he'd be like, "Hey, oh, hey, oh." Then he would bust out the knowledge, and I started, "Oh, you know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. I gained my blackness back." And see, this is like I said, divine intervention. You just got to learn how to trust God. And you got to learn how to just lower that attitude. Bring the longitude and latitude to the right point, and someone might find you. Stop thinking your stuff don't stink, and when you realize your stuff do stink, and you start correcting yourself or open yourself to possible, open your heart, your mind, your body, and soul to possibilities. The mighty Febreze might come by and spray your crap, and you might start smelling halfway decent, and you might start attracting that person that you want. Not these unrealistic bullshit lists that y'all got. I need a man with a six pack and he make over $600,000, have five businesses, four different incomes, no kids, and drives a Lamborghini and a Porsche, and lives in a $900,000 house. Y'all do know people like that are stuck on themselves and working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to keep all that mess. You hear that, I don't want no plumber. I don't want no electrician. I don't want someone that does a 9 to 5 and has weekends off and likes to barbecue. No, I don't want none of them. They too nice. I might walk all over them. That's why didn't you turn around and choose the crack dealer, the drug dealer, whatever? Oh yeah, because he's exciting. Really? Oh, the sorry one, but I make beats. I make beats. I'm almost 50 years old and I'm trying to be a rapper. Really? And and most of y'all be having like masters and bachelor's degrees and all this other stuff, and you you that stupid? You that stupid that you gonna overlook, you know, a hardworking man? And he's like, why why with me he can have, he can have his own electric company. But what if he don't want it? What if he just want to do a Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and have the weekends off and relax? Some men don't want to do all that crap. Some men just want to be a normal man. I'm just saying, guys. But what do I know? You're right. What I know. Because you could attack me, but guess what? I attacked myself in the beginning of this conversation. I already told you I wasn't shit. And I thought I wasn't gonna be shit. But when I met this woman, she taught me how to take my shit and flush it down the toilet like you're supposed to, and wash my stink ass like you're supposed to, and man up. I've trusted God more now that I'm with this woman than I've ever in my life. That's a that's a revelation that just hit me. I didn't have near credit card. My credit was so Man, it's embarrassing to say. But I started seeing stuff that rubbed off on me. Started seeing that positive reinforcement. Started understanding that, well, you know what, Lord, I really needed this. I needed this woman in my life. This was what was missing. This is what this is what I have to have. And I told the story a million times. I had to write a list out. The wants and the needs that I needed. What I wanted, she was giving me. What I needed, she was giving me. So I had someone finally, after years and years of horrible and bad relationships, I found someone that I wanted and needed in my life. That just I don't want nobody. I don't need a man. I it, when you start accepting that you made the mistake and you are part, every everybody's fucked up. But when you start looking, you got to look at your part of that. And you hear about you see a lot of people, a lot of people. They'll say that story. You know, that was my ex. He moved on. He's happily married. Been happily married for years. What is the single most what is the common denominator? If you're leaving dead bodies all over the place, what is the common denominator in your relationships? And granted, I'm not a professional. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I just like talking about it. You guys feeling me on this? There's one person they might come in here. If you want to learn about if you want to learn about relationships, get around people that have positive relationships. You ain't learning nothing from negatives. You ain't learning nothing but negatives from negatives. I call it when my best friend he got married. I said, bro, the adventure is just about to begin because it's like the beginning of a movie with an adventure movie. It's the adventure's just about to begin. I posted a short on my YouTube page of our adventure wall. It's pictures of all the cruises we've been on. It's there's one picture in there of us in Mardi Gras where I almost got my head taken off by getting thrown beads. It's pictures of us, walking to Central Park in New York City. I'm from New York, Long Island, New York, but I never went to the city. We were being tourists. It's pictures of us going to Gulfport, just off the cuff doing, just going out. It's pictures of us being underground in Tennessee, where we went to see the underground falls. It's pictures of us in South America. I would have never done any of that with no one else but her. That's why I call it my adventure wall. Yeah, it didn't get any views, but it's the best. It's the best view I have. Do you see? You see what I'm getting at? I appreciate, and like I said, we can agree to disagree. So if y'all thinking I'm attacking you, you're totally wrong. I'm just giving my opinion. And again, God put someone who's put 36 years married in my life to be my mentor to tell me, hey, bro, don't say that, don't do that. No, that's stupid. That's fucking stupid. And not hesitating to think that no, I'm not gonna hurt his feeling, but yo, that's fucking stupid. Don't do that. Like-minded people, like-minded people to the point of, because we again, I'm not gonna have no man tell me what to do. Well, guess what? Some of y'all thinking so fucking stupid. You need someone that cares about you, someone that loves you, someone that understands you, knows you better than you know yourself, to tell you, hey, babe, don't do that. And if that's telling you what to do, you're an idiot. Do you see what I'm saying? Because most men, and I think it's in Proverbs, who can find a virtuous woman? If you really study that whole chapter, it tells you everything that a woman does. It's really saying the woman's running the house. I run my house. Yeah, you know what? I said it before. I say it again. Let's get you, the person that's yelling about I run my house, and your better half, your husband and or your wife, and I want y'all both on the screen, and you say that. I want you to have both y'all on the screen, and you say that. Just like you be saying, like some folks, I'm the head of this. I have nobody tell me what to do. And I want to see no sunglasses, no nothing. I want to see that woman roll her eyes because she will, or the man that's sitting right next to you, and he won't say nothing, and he'll have a certain posture, but I can read it a mile away. Like this nigga gonna put me on. This ninja gonna put me on and say this crap. Do you see what I'm saying? But when you're in a freely positive relationship and you relinquish because you know your partner, which is yourself. The Bible says y'all shall cleave unto what? Y'all are one being. Your partner, hey, babe, Hank, can you handle this for me? Can you handle it? You do it better than me. And she'll say, can you do this? Hey, what about this? Do you see what I'm saying? It's the same thing. My wife trusts this Asian mechanic with the car's life. But y'all know you can know you don't even have to check the oil. But if you get out the car and that car running, you can hear them lifters click 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 click. Click. Hey, hold up, that thing need oil. You don't need no oil. You about to blow your damn engine. I literally wait till she ain't around and put oil in that damn car. I've been doing it for years. It don't need no oil. You about to blow your damn engine. I can hear them lifters. That's what one thing I hated about that daggone Volvo she had. I'm not a Volvo. That BMW. It had a digital dipstick. You had to hit so many 50 million buttons instead of lifting the hood and actually pulling out a dipstick. Crazy mess. But it is what it is. you know. But we're like the Democrats and the freaking Republicans here. Everybody's so holding on to power instead of being a team. Say, hey, you handle that, I'll handle this, or I'll handle this. Can you handle that? Or okay, we need to do this. Let's come to a consensus. But we will be alone for so long and say, I do everything by myself. I ain't got time for no man. You don't have time for a companion. You don't have time for a friend, but you have time for that job. You have time for that work. You have time to go out and eat. You have time to relax. You have time for everything else, but I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time for a relationship. I don't have time. But then when you finally realize it's too effing late, what are you gonna say then? When you care about somebody, you make time. There's only one person that actually, in the 10 years I've been driving this truck, that actually came out on the road with me, and I'm married to her. As my girlfriend came out on the road with me. It was freaking, I was in seventh heaven. She made time for me. It was hilarious though. She couldn't wait to get out of this truck when she realized all the stuff I go through. It was funny, but she made time. You got to think about it. If you don't want to make time for somebody, time doesn't stop. Time keeps pushing forward no matter what. Tomorrow's not promised to you. Tomorrow's not promised to me. We just don't realize that we are on such borrowed time. Why can't we learn to be happy? Beats me. sometimes these sometimes these conversations can really drain me because I get so into it. I'm not gonna apologize for me being who I am. You know, yeah, exactly. Luckily, I got this thing on talk, so I'm just driving. But I'm also gonna bring up, we're gonna we're gonna slow down on that. Just a moment. You know, we are on this page. We are on a slow climb to the top. I know where my subs come from. It's from my lawn care, my my stuff like that. I went by place yesterday, and it's one of my favorite spots. And I bought some stuff. It's called gypsum. It's supposed to help the water and the stuff get deeper into the ground. I bought a bag of that and lugged it over to the truck, and walked around, and I bought me some coveralls. The old Farmer Brown coveralls. I was gonna put them on today, but I'm actually gonna put them on tomorrow. Hope they fit. I really do. I hope they fit. But see, the thing is, you know, I've given my whole life, and all I attracted was nothing but takers. God had taken dang near almost everything from me, so I couldn't give nothing else. And at that point, I attracted a fellow giver. I've gotten a little spoiled and caught myself, and I'm trying to stop, slow that roll, because I don't want to be the taker. I want to be the giver also. So, and again, I'm constantly checking myself, and I know for a fact I need to up my game, and that's what I will be working on. The next few weeks, next few months, to up my game, not to for anything else, but to be a better man from one for myself and one and two for my wife. These things are part of life. They're part of understanding, and we just need to learn how to grow with it and grow and go with it. You know, the price of anything. It's hard to be living alone or being by yourself unless you make over 150, 200,000 a year. I don't make that. I can survive. I know how to survive. But guess what? I don't want to survive without her. I want her and need her. So when you have someone that positively says that, us over here, we're going to be positive. We're going to be positive. I want and need in a relationship. If you want and need in a relationship, one, work on self first. Then check yourself. Am I attracting the wrong crowd? Something that, we used to say that, do I have an S on my head or forehead or S on my chest for stupid or something? You might have to get a black light to see if it's there. Do you see what I'm saying? Mooches, mooches actually can. It's like sharks. The mooches can find their next their next sucker. They smell you a mile away. Don't be a moocher, and don't be a sucker. Don't be the sucker either. Amen to that. Whoa, I might have to go. I might pull over and make me some coffee or something. Got me yelling and screaming and everything else. But it's it's a rough situation. It and a lot of this, I'm independent. I mean, blah blah blah. A lot of y'all wouldn't be independent if you didn't have if government assistance wasn't there. Sorry to say it, but it needs to be said. Uh, You know, a lot of y'all wouldn't be independent if y'all did not have to fall back on government assistance when you were younger. That's what made you independent. You needed the government, but you didn't need a man. Oh no, he didn't just go there. Oh yeah, I did. And again, if this doesn't pertain to you, let it float over your head. But see, y'all don't even see what the man what the man it did to our people, the man that did to our race, and what they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? And what they're doing right now. Well, y'all, I'm gonna cut this short because I'm tapped out, and I know if I try to keep talking, it's gonna be mumbling, and Charles gonna be on the phone calling me. Because I really wanted to. It wasn't gonna be long. I was talking about how YouTube have made it harder for us. That was the original conversation today. And because you had people, I'm gonna run your playlist, and I'm silent listening and silent this and silent that to get that 4,000 hours. Well, can't do half of that no more. Can't run no playlist. So why do I even have one? They say if If y'all said, well, I like what my man be saying, he funny, or I don't like him, even if you don't like me, a lot of people listen because they don't like me. Even if you don't like me, if you run my playlist, then I might get flagged. Ain't that crazy? But it's got me thinking. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm gonna keep moving forward and trying to put out, different things and all kind of stuff. I'm gonna keep trying to do the best I possibly can. And it's so funny. I got a lot of my plants in here died because of the gnat infestation. But I got about 7 or 8 that I've grown from seed, and I got 2 pots. I'm doing short on that. I got 2 pots of that, and they're trying. So I'm gonna keep on going with that. So just know some of y'all, might y'all stuff rubs off on people. People say, look, I want to try something too. I can't do it at home. My wife don't water nothing. She great and everything, but God forbid them plants, brown thumb. Um, I finally set my timer on my lawn. This year I gotta work on it because the heat kills off a lot of my grass. So I'm going to be working with with the timer and and keeping an eye on the rain. I told the missus today, check and see if it came on. The timer came on. Just look at the concrete and see a little wet. If it's wet, that means it came on. And then cut the water off for the rest of the week because it's going to be raining every day. So I keep an eye on that because if I can make it through the summer, I'll have I should have a decent lawn this year. And then I'm gonna get this chemical. It's called hydrotain, and throw that out on the lawn, and it helps with those hot days where the plant starts looking for water, and it reaches deeper down into the ground to start searching for water. It helps. It helps. It helps a lot. So that's one of the things. That some upcoming videos and stuff like that. Um, that's going to be a part of it. But like that, other than that, we're going to go ahead and shut it down for the day. And again, I just wanted to appreciate everybody that came in, everybody that comes in on the remix, on the replay. And again, I'm not going to apologize. So if it doesn't pertain to you, all this is for entertainment purposes. The the host has no idea what he's doing, but he just likes doing it. So just know if you don't think that anybody loves you, know that God loves you and I love you too. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace out. See you tomorrow.